Finally. Road-ups. Left off here on little Monster Island kind of deal going here. Silvera. Hello. In my silver ore, toes refine and process in small folks process. They make weapons. For export, I suppose. Get back here. I wonder if they treat us differently if we are tiny. I can test that out. Did I forget to make the inside of this building? Hello. Ant steak. Now we're talking. Silver staff. And you can wield it. We'll use that in battle, see what it does. Peculiar. No direction does anything there. Silver knife. I do want to test out the spell of the dancing knife first. Small sir. Oh, we'll get back to you. Silver. One of each should be fine. Load ups. Yeah, you're not wearing any, so we'll load up you. Much better. And Sid can't wear shields. That's fine. Yeah. Hey. Oh, dance time. They're playing leapfrog with the toad. So much character in this game. You're welcome. Silver wrench. Definitely better than wood, I'm sure. I have plenty of weapons for Cecil at this point. Good to see our cash being put to good use. Good to see more cash being put that will be put to good use. So many fancy items here. Jess heals. Alright, time to test. First, what if we were tiny? Do we blend in? Silver mine is north. Okay, no interaction if we happen to be not large. That's too bad. How about if we're pig? No, nothing. They weren't gonna be fooled. Go to sleep a pig, wake up a man. Silver mine is farther north. Can't reach that. I need the hovercraft. No idea how I would get it here. Maybe by north they meant south. This was Mount Ordeals. That's nothing. Acidia. There's Damsian. Did I ever pick up that Kung Fu suit? Yes. There's a hovercraft. I'm not seeing a way to get that over there. Maybe I get a second one? Or a chocobo can walk on the holes. The shoals. Oh, we haven't been over here yet either. Landing airship. There we go. Find the pixel. Nailed it. Hello, we've come for your crystal. They sell nothing here. Basic starter gear. I don't have... Do I even have a bow? I do not. Alright, so let's at least pick up a bow. Oh, and there's fancy arrows here. Are you watching the girls in the water? Sid seems like he'd be all about that. Or anything in the water? Not here. The walk speed is so rough. Walk through the water, spamming the A button. No, nothing at all. About over here. There we go. Do I know about twin harps? Walkie-talkie. Second ether. First ether. Second cure. Very nice. Camp. Can I exit a town? Yes. I want to test out this dagger. 300. Not too shabby. Alright, what does the silver staff do? Alright, also does like Asuna. Throwing knives. Tell me about Rat. Get that data. No weakness. I mean, you get cash pretty easily. Let's check out the town itself. Now that I've established that, I can go back to the ancient sword. Anyone home? No? Okay. 400. That's fine, that one battle more than paid for it. Although at this point, using the dagger as an item is probably stronger than it physically attacking. You sell anything fancy? No. Surprised I haven't found any carrots in the wild. And it's in the training room. Thanks to nature, we have lots of fresh veggies, and even the chocobos are here with us. All those chocobos, and how to breed. Found the black chocobos. Black chocobos can fly. Okay, so yeah, that's how you get to that other place. They can land in woods. What? You can find them in the village north of here. Alright, so if I want... Ooh. Visit bird. Hello, bird. Ook. Wark. No free carrot? What is this here for? Just because. Because why not? Now the bird is free. Flee, bird. Escape. Fly. Metals get so heavy and stuck in a cave on the island of Northeast. Metals get stuck. Ma'am, please. Oh, you sell a pass. A pass to what? I do not have a pass. Alright, for 10,000 I could get a pass and go back there. Hello. Good, how are you? Everyone's so friendly here. No. Lady, no. It's a very busy cafe. Well, whatever makes you happy, right? Traffic jam. Fortunately, we have the exit spell if we ever get into a real jam. Alright, we got some cash from here and bought a bow. In case anyone here wants to switch over to arrows. Now, I need your crystal. Oh, they're so friendly. Be polite to the 8 clerics. A what? We do have an empty party slot here for Edward. A land of ladies. Okay. Yeah. I like it. Let's immediately rob them. That makes up for that one tent I used. Bunch of ruby rings. Okay. Singular ether. Think about it. Well, then why'd you ask? The music in this is really good, actually. Can't imagine what Baron could be up to. How many frogs? Oh, Edward. Cecil, so you are alive. Let me join you. What can you do in such a wretched condition? Lie in bed quietly. Master Tella, forgive me. You lost Anna because of me. Really? Prince Edward, think only of your health now. Dang, so you too survived that Leviathan attack. Then Rydia? Sorry. Poor Rydia. And I can't do anything while you fight. It's a shame. Don't worry, me and my enterprise will take your share. There you go, he's Southern. I heard you were taking good care of Cecil and Rosa. Now it's my turn. You were that master engineer Sid. Then you have an airship. Cecil, where is Rosa? She was caught in exchange with the Crystal of Earth at Toroya. But the crystal is now in the hands of the Dark Elf. It is? Who told us this? Dark Elf. So the crystal's not here then. We need to go see a Dark Elf about a crystal. Cecil, take this. What's this? Say my substitute. It may help. Oh yeah, we got a walkie-talkie. Cecil, save Rosa. Alright, plot item achieved. Not fifth party member. Eight clerics are inside. They are the 8 clerics. We, the 8 clerics, rule this country. Dark Elf took it. Metals get heavy. Your swords and armor will be the same. Swords and armors of metal will be the same. Can't have it, but I can use it. Dark Elf is weak against metallic weapons. In a cave on an island in the northeast. Okay. I see a gimmick coming up. Fortunately, Tella... Oh, I just bought all that silver stuff, too. That's why the town sells garbage equipment. I see. Well, I guess we go poke our head in there and see how much of our equipment is actually metallic. How we're gonna be able to tell. Is there anything else here? No, just a large open span of land. You'd think they would have logged more of this forest. Doesn't seem to be... Right, chocobo forests around here somewhere. And I have to use it to get here. Okay. Let's try landing again. Missed it. So north to bird. Bird to over there. Panther. It's a critical hit, not bad. Tell me about Panthers. Oh no, Porum took my cure staff. I should go buy a new cure staff. Okay, there's the ancient sword doing its thing for the first time. Wonder what Curse does. Maybe the paladin stuff is non-metallic. Well, that's definitely his go-to move. Let's double back, swing by Mysidia. People keep taking our good stuff. The children died and took the good stuff with them. Dancing Dagger's real good. confirm you're weak to fire. Yeah. Just not enough. Oh, cool animation though for that long kick. If Cecil can wield it, I'll grab too. So Cecil should be using the dancing dagger every turn. I'm assuming we're just not going to be able to pick up our weapons if they're metallic. Oh, we should probably go tell the Elder what happened. Yeah, he can also use it. Rosa has my crossbow. But the great bow costs more, so it's probably better. Yeah, let's go tell the Elder what happened to his children. Tell her you give the bad news. Who can be mad at a really old man? They fulfilled their destiny. Want to zip out of here. Although his default state should be casting Psych. Tiny mage. Hey, why not Yang? Was Yang not targetable when he was kicking? Oh, hello. How comes no one's mentioned this thing? This tower sticking out of the void. Evelyn. No one's mentioned this place at all. Hello? Anyone home? Oh, treasure left. Free here too. Alright, already worth stopping by here. Ooh, a lot of treasure here. Gotta come from above. Hello? A cabin. I'm guessing tent is not a full restore, but cabin is. There's nothing here, not even monsters. way in here somewhere. There we go. That was a tricky one. Near the entrance. Oh, there's monsters. Big men. Very big men. Well... Okay, they can curse, whatever that does. Nice. So he auto-covers people in low health. Great animation. My gosh. This thing is aggressive as hell. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here yet. Well, the upside we saved. Before I collect all that other treasure, let's do this right away. I'm guessing Staleman was supposed to be Steelman. It even starts you off higher than this. This time we'll start off at full health. And multi-target is... that's the balance, I guess, when there's 5 people. I'm gonna guess he's weak to ice. There's my called shot. Let's try that again. Maybe we can. Tella can get 1 turn off, he can wipe all of the Skelepoys. Alright, 300's not bad. $2,100. Yeah, weak against ice. As you expect from a large rockman. One more move, then an ice 3 off and we'll be fine. Oh, he can knock you out with his attacks. Fun. Oh no, Tella. Do I even attempt? I mean, I have it. Hold on. Ice arrows first. Then the bow. That did not wake him up. That did not do any damage. Guys. Alright, I think we can do this. Just need Tella to not fall asleep. Yeah, in 2 turns, Tella can do this. Heal first. And change places. Yeah, there. Everyone back road. Sid, your job is to keep the old man alive. Sid, Cecil, your job is to keep the old man alive. I mean, I could go for the curse, but I don't really have the turn to try. Need to spend the first turn taking out the skeletons. The difference between front and back row is wild. Absolutely wild. Alright, we should have this now. There we go, one shot. And for all that, we get Slumber Sword. Put enemies to sleep. Now your base attack is pretty alright. On the off chance the left one is the same fight for something else, let's double back. One step. On the off chance you guys are way stronger than we're supposed to be right now. And let's dive back in. Grab the other chests. Hope that's not a battle, because I'd need to use like a tent or something. Not letting me go left. Left. Okay, where's the path left then? Up here? No. And go right, not left. And so this must circle all the way around then. No? How do I get over there? Oh, we'll continue on and... Oh yeah, looks like I fall down. Cash. Mute arrows. Alright, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. And it's a staircase out of view. Got a slumber sword out of this. They didn't do it twice? Okay. Handful of quarters. And the other one is... probably another one of those weird... yeah, fall down from there. Ooh, into the basement. Where the good stuff is, right? Ether, ether. Ogre. Ogre, I'm not prepared for, Ogre, I'm really not prepared for. No weak points. Boy. Alright. Alright, Ether's 40. That's not bad. These ogres are terribly inaccurate. I could stand to... should just have Sid guard. No piggy. Must be guarding Tella. Oh boy. My hopes of survival here is based off of... oh, Cecil! Why didn't you protect him? I guess you don't parry if you're... you don't guard... you can't guard others and parry yourself. You know what? This is what we have elixirs for. Battles like this. Hey, Razy. Alright, let's try this again now. About Toad. No Toad. How about weak? How about... yeah, the Wonder Twins, they gave it. Mad Ogre. Mad Ogre. Mad ogres. My alarm goes off. Okay. Very angry ogre. I need something that would be pretty debilitating if it landed. There we go. Well, we went and told the Elder, and the Elder said that that was their destiny. Status effects to save the day. He told you that so you didn't feel bad. I mean, might not be wrong there. Yeah, a couple of children, it's sad. Jeez. Alright, they have no MP to steal. Yeah, Cecil is not having the best of days. It was the worst of days. It was the worst of days. Alright, Yang, come on back. Nice. Every time. Oh right, Slumber Sword. I mean, as a paladin, you expect him to be a bit beefy, and so he's definitely doing the job. Boom, boom. I was gonna... I got up so I could let my office know I wasn't coming into work today. And I got that elixir back I spent. Nice. All that for keeping my elixir the same. I actually have a reason for not going to work, though. It's not just not feeling like it. No, no, no. I had a nasty fall yesterday. Skinned one knee and rolled the other. It's way out. Okay, sure. We're not done here yet, then. Can't put weight on it right now, so... I mean, there's a bandage on my knee. So I can't exactly prove, and the ankle has yet to start swelling up. I'm on the wrong side. Hold on. The worst part is that I was carrying a plate of food, and it didn't get eaten. It maybe did by the neighborhood bear. Yeah, I was coming back in from the grill. I had a plate of burgers and dogs. And it's very, very, very embarrassing. Ah, there we go. My god, there's so many monsters in this place. Okay, first, peep at that, babe. You got anything I can... Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's broken. R-word, as in, like... As long as it's not racist. Oh no. Oh, thanks. Said no. They're so cute. Meat's on the menu. Yes. Proof for home health? Nice. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Oh no! These pigs hit hard. Man, there's just ankles everywhere. It's the weakest part of the human being body. Well, that's not what I meant to do. It's their character. I just realized I forgot to turn the light behind me on. Oh well, I look better in the dark. Oh no, Sid. Cecil can now leave. And there's a drain spear. Spear? I don't have a spear user. What is this? This land that we're not really probably not supposed to be in? I'm definitely not supposed to be here. Yeah, obviously. I mean, there's a spear. At some point, I'm guessing we break the we'll break the part of Kane's head that's broken, and we'll get him back. And now I have a neat drain spear for him. All right, so let's collect some treasure, and then we're done here. I was just flying around the airship with the airship, trying to head back to Toroya. And I got distracted by this tower coming out of the void. Now I'm very distracted by fighting these enemies that are way beyond where I should be fighting. And defeating them all. I think that's it for Eblon. Is that the name of this place? Elbin. No one's mentioned this place at all. Or the giant tower coming out of the void. Yeah, we're not getting a job as a babysitter anytime soon. The enemies here are quite beefy too. So if I needed to grind, this is where you do it. Can't land on this tower. But no, we need to go to Teroya. I just wanted to go buy a new cure staff since Palom... Oh hey, you're new too. What are you? Where is this? A Gart. This is a Gart, the village of those who have ancestors who were dwarves. Here we have an ancient well and shrine. It said this well is bottomless. Looks deep, bro. It's a really deep well. I mean, it has to have a bottom. Our legend has it that all has its reverse. This world has no exception. I pressed up and nothing happened. I saw something red being swallowed up in the northern crater. Our ancestors came from the hidden land. The sun there is called the magma. I found enough. I replaced all the items I used. I even replaced that elixir I used. Very peaceful here, except for those earthquakes we sometimes have. Buy a carrot. Do I not have a single carrot? Yeah, my pockets are getting a little full. I guess I could put away that spear. I think we're doing it. If the game wanted me to have a carrot, it would give me a carrot. It's giving me everything else. My grandma's really old. Darkness and light, they come in a pair. Morning and night together fill the air. Return the key of magma to where it belongs. There's a crater up north. We need to fly to get to the crater. Alright, good night. Don't worry, once my ankle starts to change colors like it tends to do when I roll it, yeah, I'll definitely be posting pictures of all the rainbow. My grandma's so old! The dance in the hidden land. Yeah, Tello likes this dance! This game doesn't take itself seriously at all. It keeps killing children and murdering their families. But then it's okay, because then sometimes men and women dance for us. I'm very strong. My great-great-great-grandpa was stronger. Alright, what do you sell for me here? You sell iron. Basic iron. You sell garbage. Why do you sell... Like, we couldn't even buy this stuff. This came on our initial... This is our initial equip. 3,000 bucks for a boomerang that no one can use. I mean, I'm tempted to buy... If it wasn't for the limited inventory space, I would buy a boomerang. Because clearly we're going to get someone who can use a boomerang. Maybe Edward can use boomerangs. I didn't try to give him anything other than a harp. Because of my dwarf blood that I'm so short. I wish I had an ogreish one. So I could have layers. That'll do, donkey. I didn't check out that house. Don't worry, it'll all be ogre soon. Can't live without the sun. Our ancestors could live without the sun. Astro Tower. Once Corey starts researching, he doesn't even listen to me. The constellations, the moon and human. The moon and human. This is the Astro Tower, the one and only place with the telescope. There's something going on with the moon. Stars of Dreams. Are you researching the moon for Final Fantasy VIII? I wasn't expecting this to be interactable. I like it. This game has so much character. Hi, Professor Corey. We have two moons. One's a simple moon. The other one seems to have creatures on it. Oh no. It's about to do that thing in 8 where it drops monsters on the planet. See, there's problems going on. See, this is setting it up so that there are problems in the moon that are bigger than us. But instead, Golbez is down here snatching up the crystals. Unless Golbez is snatching up the crystals in an attempt to stop the moon. Right, that is Baron. That's Mist. There's Toroya. We're finally ready to move on with the plot. I think we've explored the entire world. Go find us a purple chocobo. Is that in here? Yes. I don't know where the encounter rate went there. You there. Purple bird. The birds are very in sync. They all move at the exact same frequency. Find black bird. Oh, this owns. Alright, so I need to use this to get here. It smells like carrot. Use chocobo. Oh, can I use this to get to that cave I couldn't reach? The silver mine? I couldn't land there with the airship. Oh no, I'm lost. We're too zoomed in, I can't tell where we're going. Alright, there's Ordeals. So follow the archipelago down. Too zoomed in, I can't tell where we're going. No, we're getting lost. Getting off topic here. This is Mysidia. There's Ordeals. Maybe it's north of Ordeals? Yeah, north of Ordeals. Yeah, here. I have to use the sight spell to... Oh, I can't land here with the bird? I was hoping I could land here with the bird, go inside. Alas. And this is... I don't know. Where are we? This is Toroya. Okay. Yeah, the hovercraft... Can't get the hovercraft over there, though, so we'll need to get, like, a different vehicle. Alright, let's see how this works out. Metal place. Cave Magnus. What is this magnetic field? Metallic things will be too heavy to control. My claws seem okay. Don't worry, I'll do it with my magic. We seem to be okay. Everything seems to be fine. What are you talking about? The party is completely... nothing ever changes. Well, before I go too far, maybe it's a status that only appears in... Oh. And it's just a game over? Okay, sure. What are you wearing that's metallic? The silver ring, okay. Maybe rubies are not metallic. Hey Yang. You want take a ruby ring. I wonder how the elementals actually work. Like, could I put on 2 different elementals and have that count as hitting with both? Alright, Sid, you are... The silver shield, definitely. Let's test the paladin. Maybe these aren't metal? The game is not transparent enough for this kind of gimmick. Far too much guesswork. Archer Sid. Silver hat. I never did buy you better pants. And yeah, let's test this stuff first. The game does not give you enough information to do this. This explains why Toroya sells garbage equipment. Alright, so it's just Cecil. I do like the idea of this. Oh, it doesn't check during a battle. True. It could just have everyone dip out of every fight. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that last thing. I will start stripping down Cecil until I find something I can wear. These are not the rats I thought they were. Cool. Well, I can't change his equipment during battle. He's very stunned right now. You know what? The sword is probably what's definitely holding him down. Yeah, before we go through too far in, he can equip a bow. I'd rather give him a staff. Okay, so the paladin equipment is... metallic. I don't know what the paladin equipment is made of, so... Tell me about yourself, Panther. Weak versus holy. These evil cats. Well, that sounds about right. Anyone who's ever owned a cat can tell you. Whoa. Why him? Why the one person with life? Panthers are dangerous. Jeez. Do tents revive? Do I have extra hats? No. Do I have extra pants? I do. And all my extra rings are being worn. Now let's go test to see if a tent counts as a revive. I'd rather not use my life potions. You know, just Panther with instant death moves. Nope, they're still dead. Alright, Tella, come on back. Pick up Cecil. Well, I have the way I'm gonna do this then. I should just reload my save, but... I'm assuming it doesn't check during battle. It does check during battle, never mind. Not who I meant to target. I would have assumed it didn't check during battle. But they thought of that. Headshot. So I'll hand the Cure Staff over to Cecil, and that's what Cecil will do every turn. Cecil, you are a prisoner of this land. There's your to-do. And we are ready to begin this dungeon. This could be a really neat gimmick if the game had the ability to give you the proper information. Show me that they're being weighed down outside of battle. Only 90. Beat the ice. Beat the holy. One health remains. Think you got him, Sid. Similar to the gimmick in that one Final Fantasy IX dungeon that reversed the power of your spells. Or of your weapons. Like, your weak weapons were stronger, and your stronger weapons were weaker. You're leading the charge here. A lot of free stuff. Just, like, overwhelming amounts of free items. Which is nice. Nope. Changed my mind. They hit far too hard. Nice loop-de-loop. Something about Cave Naga. Weak versus Holy. I don't have Holy Claws. Python only has 6 health left. This is the opportunity for kick. Just wanted to step on the bones. That'd be found in Ogre. Oh, we could handle Mad Ogres. We can handle basic Ogre. Tell me about basic Ogre. Weak versus Holy. Does that mean I can't drain you? Well, not if Sid shoots him right in the eyes. Left is a path, right is a door. Yeah. Good choice. Anything over here? Pisco Demons. Yeah. Now we're talking. Keep me some wizards. No weak points. Surprising that these are... Squid wages are not weak to lightning. Why are 2 people losing health? Guess I could alternatively give Sid the hammer, the wooden hammer. But I do have all of these arrows. He healed a whole 20 health. Because that was all the MP the mage had. Wait, one more. Bats. Just weak to arrows. We've established that with flying creatures. These battles are net gains. Reversible and arrows. I guess they don't stack because that holy arrow. You imagine would have done tons of damage then. Could really use a holy claw. D3F. No, no, no. It jumps by the instant death, fellas. No, thank you. I would expect there to be a tent in one of these. We're doing good. Just continue on. Could use a 10 to restore Cecil's MP, but we're not really using it. Vampire girl. And friends. Burn the vampire. Weak to holy. Hey Faye, the expert has arrived. The game, so all the information the game doesn't want to tell me, Faye has got this. I mean, this is a really neat gimmick of a dungeon. I just wish it had given me any sort of indicator as to what pants counted and what pants don't. Until you were in battle and oop, instant death. I like it. I just wish it was far more transparent as to what was, like, if it showed on the menu. When you were all messed up. It is neat that it even checks during combat. And the game tells you Like, it telegraphs it pretty hard. Yeah, I talked to everyone in the castle. I even went to a different castle I guess I wasn't supposed to go to. Evelyn or Elvin, or... Picked up some stuff I can't use here. Fought some super tough enemies. Yeah, I have the walkie-talkie. In this version, it's the twin harp. Right here, the twin harp. We spoke to our buddy Edward. Charm Claw. Nothing here has any weaknesses that Yang can exploit, so why not? Place is long. There's a lot of you here. Alright, cats first. No mercy for cats. Oh, whipped it. Minnie worked on the bigger ogres. Saved my butt on that fight. I got jumped by 3 mad ogres in a treasure chest. When I had no MP. Alright, Yang can just chew through these guys. I keep being super stingy with all my items and whatnot, and it doesn't really seem like I need to be. Oh wait, no. That's... Clearly there's treasure to be done elsewhere. That's the end. Nice. I've got my chair, I've got my monster. We have all these cool spells. But what if I need my mana? It's not like I have any way to restore my MP. That'd be ridiculous. Cast one spell, use Osmos. Cast one spell, use Osmos. Tell me about ogres. $800, weak to holy. Now he's my ogre. Good hit. I had no idea. This game would have been quite difficult. I would say this is definitely one of the easier Final Fantasies. Having 5 people definitely helps. And how far in the game can you go using Fight with Tella? Yo, Voodoos. From my understanding, this is because it's missing a lot of the spell, the extra abilities, like Cecil did not have Dark Wave. This is the US release. Voodoo's FE, assuming that's free enterprise. I don't know anything about free enterprise aside from that. That is the open world randomizer. Enemies do go very aggressive, but having 5 people really changes things. And I don't know, having Tella seems a bit much. I mean, yeah, I could see why people would race it. Use fire. They read to holy, not fire. I mean, I could put on a fire claw. Oh, I have a fire claw. One step. The encounter rate in this game is a bit much. But we haven't done any grinding. We've just been fighting most of the things we've seen. Although there have been occasions where I went, nah, and I dipped out. Do it, Tella. We'll spend the next couple of battles recharging after that move. Like, we had this boss fight against a water turtle that seemed to have a neat gimmick, and Tella one-shotted it. And it's like, Tella, come on. Tella, we just had to use Tella use Lightning 3, and that was it. They went the entire turtle boss. I purposefully don't show off his true power, because then there'd be no interest. Oh, Sid's out of arrows. Well, that explains it. Good punching, though, Sid. You only hold 20. Your quiver only holds 20. Finally working our way through the backlog. Nice. 666. All hail. Working our way through the backlog of arrows we bought at the beginning of the game and never had an arrow user. We had Rosa for like 5 minutes. Alright, so if you don't go right to the end, there's another save room. The other save room wasn't far away, but alright, sure. It really wants me to use a tent. So I'm really not going to use a tent. Tents are for losers. It's intent on it. Yes. Hello.
You cannot go any further. You cannot take my crystal. You cannot use metallic weapons. You cannot defeat me.
Don't worry. We'll do it. Alright, fight. He's got his tongue out. Get him. Nice. Yeah, mess him up. Let's go. He's... Alright, bosses are immune to... Me attack you! Bosses are immune to, the, scan. Alright, well, if we don't have Tella, that could make this a bit more interesting. Or this is a plot battle, because he's only vulnerable to... Yeah, plot battle. If I could only use my sword. Well, actually, I would be using my dagger, but... They're in danger. That's how I'm walking right now, actually. Stay in bed, you can't move around, where are you going? Don't worry, I just need to get to my harp. Ouch. I told you, do not overstrain yourself. Let me do this, I must save them. Let me get to my harp. Must save them with this power of song. They could just, hey, could you hand that to me? Thanks. Walkie-talkie made a sound, synchronizing the tune played by Edward. Oh. This melody is Edward's harp. What? What is this nasty music? Ah! I've liked Edward so far when he was in the party. He was the only one with access to status effects. Confuse was really helpful. Wield your sword. Dark Elf cannot control metallic weight while I am playing. Do I get a chance to pop open the menu? It's Edward. Yes. Alright. So... Dancing Dagger. Silver Shield. Silver Paladin Helmet. Paladin Pants. Paladin Gloves. The Dancing Dagger, when used as a item in battle, seems to be a heck of a lot stronger than either of these two. Although this could curse, but bosses are probably immune to it. Alternatively, the Slumber Sword could put him to sleep, but he's a boss, he's probably immune to it. Right-handed, you get your silver hammer, get your silver helmet. Like, the Dancing Dagger as an item was pretty tough. Pretty strong. Alright, this is the best pants I have. Silver gloves. You have to continue to listen to his song. You say wrench, but when he wields it in battle, it's a big old comical hammer. And karate. That looks good. Oh, and I got a free heal, so I'm glad I didn't use a tent. Oh, okay. I was hoping maybe I could just leave and go save. Sealed by Dark Elf. He locked the door. I know he's wounded and like on his still recover. It's just a harp.
Ah, yo.
Delph. You are dark. You are Delph. Ow. Probably should have left the ruby ring on Tella. Okay. All that for 30 damage? One damage. I was expecting more out of you. Oh, in that case, since Dancing Dagger is, Thanks, Dupes. Well, if that's not gonna work, let's pull out the sword. I mean, if that works, then that's sad. He's a biggie. Piggy still did 300 damage. Alright, so I went through that side area. And I got the Slumber Sword. Just to do as much damage as Yang. Me change! I see. This little piggy can kick your ass. Okay, now the boss fight starts. Okay. Let's do it. You had your opportunity to put up buffs. Now, fight! The breath! Sid, get mad. The breath. Well, you were horribly underwhelming as well. Even without weak, that was... Does the difficulty pick up at all? Well, why did that music reach here? Give me the crystal, the everlasting life. Thank you, Edward. Wired the crystal of earth. They have actual mechanics and gimmicks. Like, I liked Turtle gimmick. Like, he put up a shield. Like, he put up a water shield that I had to dispel with lightning. So I'm like, okay, I'll just use lightning Vitella. 2,500 damage, he's dead. Alright, can't warp out of the seal cave. Can I warp out of here? You can't. Let's not walk back out of here because the mechanics are probably still there. Reminiscent of Super Mario RPG. So what does being a pig do? Is it just silence? Because he seems to hit just as hard. Oh, then for Yang, that actually works out well. Yeah, that's a hammer. Or am I just not looking closely enough? You bought Trails of Cold Steel. It was bad. It was bad. It was terrible. Game has very formulaic. There was nothing interesting until the very end, very last, like, 10 minutes of the game, and then and then they didn't let you actually do anything with it, and it ended. The entire playthrough was on the YouTube of me getting very angry. It started off pretty good. Enemy design is fantastic. Or was I thinking of a different game? Pig disables your extra commands. So it's silence for your abilities. And silence. So it removes everything but the fight command. Returnal. Still haven't had a lady since this. Don't need a staff. I have hopes for Edward coming back. Don't need a rod. Ice rod's no longer going to be beneficial. Don't need clothes. Don't need prisoners. Don't need a wooden hammer. He played the harp till he's still playing the harp. He doesn't know where we won. Oh, we have the earth crystal. We should probably give that back. Don't need a flame rod. Don't need the paladin shield. Although, that's what I guess I could use the chocobo for. Give me some carrots. I could use Fat Chocobo to store gear for people who aren't in my party. Did that go one at a time? It did. Here, let's stack these. I haven't met Fat Chocobo yet. This is the first time I've been, like, stressing the inventory. I'm glad they did away with the limited inventory. Because he's in other games. Fat Chocobo has been in other games before, and the people said it. That is it. The Crystal of Earth, you got it back. Great. Very first playthrough, sir. Looks like you've got the crystal, Cecil. Who said that? Are we moved back to Mufasa? I know, Kane. Go outside and get on your airship. I'll take you to where Rosa is. Wait. Oh, I said, now be Crystal. Use our treasure in the basement. Alright, let's go tell the dancer lady we have permission this time. I think that was downstairs on the left. Yeah. I do have permission. They'll take your treasures. Oh boy. Oh, do I have room for all of this? Yeah, I should. Yeah, I just did a bunch of selling. It's just gonna be items. Okay. Elixir, ether, cash, another bow, fire. I hope these are singular arrows. Just a single arrow in an entire treasure chest. 1,000. Elixir, ethers, heal. A single arrow, very fancily sitting in the chest. Yeah, we have a few now. Also have a second great bow. If we had a bow user, which hopefully we'll be getting now that we're giving up the crystal for Rosa, we can put her back in the party. Hey Joe, this true archer only needs one arrow. The headshot. I mean, how far can I just push moving straight ahead? Tessellate Archer would make sense, but we have this overpowered staff right here. Where's the Crystal of Earth? It's here. Where is Rosa? Follow my airship, bro. And up we go. Where are we? Kane. Where are you? Do not hurry. Master Golbez wants to thank you personally. Golbez! Do not hurry? I'm glad that you kept your promise. Show yourself. Be a bit more patient. I want you to receive the reward. Reward? I'm at the top of this tower with Rosa. Bring the crystal and I'll return you the girl. You better hurry up or else I can't guarantee her life. Now come. Are we just in a dungeon now? Just in a dungeon. Okay. Kinda rude, Golbez. Am I actually on a time limit? Is he gonna drop that ball on our head? There's a door. No, thank you. Those things probably require magic, which means nah. You, on the other hand, though. Oh yeah, he's holding the fire claw. I'm like, what the? Tower of Zot. Is that this? Is this? Are we in the place that comes deep out of the ground? Everything here reeks of fire. I like it. Thanks. Kind of you. I love these gremlins. These were in 2. Don't waste your MP. God. Second floor. Is there any like really good treasure here? It should be. If I find it, I find it. Good music, though. This feels very final boss-ish. Use sword for Cecil. Nice. Centaur. Alright, 400. No weak points. Mine now. Enemies do some good damage to themselves. Jeez, Sid. Fellas needs to get a chance to... Alright, first treasure up ahead. Ice Beast. The difference between front and back row is insane. New armor and new... Okay, nice. It makes sense. You know what? No. See, I know we're not in the end game because it gave me equipment for stuff for people who never came back to my party. Monster! Flame dog. Probably should have taken off the flame claw. Hey, hey! Now let's wait. There we go. Now he's sleepy. Did that work? Yeah. Fight the dog. Yes, eat the dog. Jeez, Yang. Fire sword. There's a Cecil sword. Man, that whole side area for the Slumber Sword could be immediately outclassed. First, we can't use it in the dungeon we're in, we go to next, and then... Swords, man. They're quick. In this game, enemies just never stop. Only 300 health, and weak to fire and holy. Right, most things here are weak to fire, so let's switch back to that. We still have to find out who, what was up with that whole Mufasa scene. Just that cheap with my MP. There you go. Now you can take your turn, casting Osmos. Psych. I feel like there are a lot of branching paths I'm missing out on here. Surprised by slime. Guess I could try the dancing dagger on the slimes. Jeez. Just hide, Sid. Sid, you might even want to consider putting on some fire arrows and getting in the back. Although I guess if I didn't go out of my way to find that silver village, I wouldn't have the silver hammer. And then the best thing for him probably would be the bow. So many doors. Probably doesn't help that he's still wearing the bard armor. Snap into a Slim Jim, buddy. "18 turns before he gets Psych off. To find out he is undead. Swordsmen are undead. Got it. There. Stay safe, Sid. Okay, you eat the one in the back. Ice lizard slightly vulnerable to fire. For 10 whole MP. Poison Claw. Not as useful right now as Fire, but could be... I mean, for random encounters, Confusion's far more powerful than Poison. Tella dies. Cute encounter, though. Fire shield. Hundreds and hundreds of games in your library. The streaming also gives me the chance to like push myself to play more of the games I have. Earth Hammer. 78. Let's give that a shot. The only one worth playing is like Stardew, right? Does this do anything in battle? Still no luck, still no time, still... Hey, look at that. AoE attack. They all counterattack. That's about the worst place that could be to be in, alright. An Ace Attorney. Give you this powerful new move that hits all enemies. They all counter. Jelly, slime, cream. Alright, tell me about slime. Weak against fire. Not that kind of fire. It wants me to use spells. Get out of here. Wizard. New pants for Tella. Would Gaia be an upgrade to Bard? No. Hey, but how blind is... I've never played this game before, Flop. We found some babes just wandering the hallway. Also, welcome back. How was your hiatus? My babes seem to also be weak to fire. Let's really look close at that babe. What do you got there? No. Okay, they're just weaker. Built a gazebo. Sounds like a lot of work. All 10 MP. Glad you had fun, though. But yeah, that's right, Yang, you charmed her. Charmed the pants right off her. You just build it in Canada and ship it to Ireland. Pizza and beer. That was not enough to kill the top. Get her. Much better. Like, if bosses were as dangerous as these random encounters, it'd be a different story. Plane ticket. You get to ride in a shipping crate. Alright, so you know what? I don't usually like to do this, but I have 13 tents. That was a full heal, yeah. Must be going the right way. Welcome to the Tower of Zot. Glad to see you. Oh, this place is awesome. It's so polite. We are the minions of Valvalis of the Air. I'm Sandy. I'm Cindy. I'm Mindy, and we're the Magus Sisters. Sorry, but your quest will be over here. Take our Delta attack, and farewell. Sandy, Mindy, Cindy. Ladies. Kill the fat one first. Oh, fat shame her. Alright, we're not doing it with magic. Delta attack. Ah, I see Final Fantasy likes to reuse gimmicks here. A lot of pressure for me not to mess this up. Alright, now Tella has Reflect. Gotta keep that in mind. Can't imagine they have any weaknesses. They're just people. Well, no berserking him now. I mean, I'll swap the claws out and see if maybe they make differences. It'd be cute if each of them had their own weakness. Guess I could take a peep at the big one. Alright. Because for some reason, enemies in this game are immune, bosses are immune to scan. You have this move. We're not gonna have it do anything, though. I mean, I'm sure most people want to peep the tall one in the back, but... Save her for last. I don't know who has float anymore at this point. Actually, one way to check for Reflect. So only Yang has Reflect. Now Sid has Reflect. Very interesting fight, because they're not doing much. Now, do we take out the babe or the child? Ah, she's the healer. That makes sense. Oh, he poked Tella. Alright, the small one didn't have much health. Are you trying to berserk me? Thanks, I would appreciate that actually. Alright, Sid kinda did that battle on his own, spamming the Earth Hammer. It could have stood to... No way, Delta failed, no. Let's take a step back. It could have stood to do more damage. Immune to Earth. Oh, magic. I'm slow and mute. I suppose Golbez hopes that if he can kill us on the way, then he doesn't have to hand over Rosa. He can just come take the crystal off our bodies. How beat up are we? Not particularly. I'll use a tent anyway. I don't know, we've never met Golbez. We're like super against him, but... I mean, he's just the guy that took our job when we got fired. Like, we were doing the same thing as Golbez before we questioned our liege. He's just doing his job. Thank you, Golbez! Where's Rosa? The crystal first. You haven't hurt Rosa, have you? Of course not. Now give me the crystal. This is it. Hand it over the crystal, the Earth. Give back Rosa. Rosa, what are you talking about? What? You cheated us, foul traitor. I have no business with you, old man. But I do! Christelle for... This is for Anna! Duel. Virus! Fire 3! No one can ever defeat me. Lightning 3. Lightning 3. Ice 3. You don't have enough mana to cast all of these. METEO. It'll destroy you. I'm spending my life to defeat you. Oh, Angry Tella. This didn't work for Gallup either. Well, no way. No, there went Golbez. And then the demon controlling Golbez takes over Kane, and then he becomes the big bad. Or better, takes over Rosa. You use the METEO. Grah. Tella. But I have the crystal. Now come, Kane. Oh no, he has exactly 10,000 health. Well, I guess that METEO broke my control over him. So be it, you no longer serve my purpose. I will settle this score later, Cecil. Never. Ha! Oh, you still got some fight left in him. Sid, Yang, are you gonna help? Why not finish me off? Cecil? Or Sid, Yang? You? Who are you? Huh? I shall see you again. Gomez, please. Guys. Enjoy work, Faye. Guys, you're standing there. Cecil, you okay? Yeah, Golbez must have been weakened by METEO, but Tella. I failed. Don't speak. I brought this upon myself because I lost myself in hatred. Avenge my daughter for me, please. Tella. Open your eyes, old nag. Tella, rest in peace with your daughter. Oh, that's how you know he's really gone. He vanishes like a Jedi. Oh, is Golbez our father? Are we doing a Star Wars? No, he took my cure staff. No, he took my... I mean, I'm not gonna reset for a cure staff. I can go buy another one in Mysidia. But he took my wizard pants. I just got wizard pants for him. Can we can't take the stuff off of his body? This game is so rude. It keeps killing characters after I load them out with stuff. Kane. Cecil, what have I done? Not your fault. You've been hypnotized. But I retained consciousness. I wanted Rosa to... I didn't have a problem with Kane, so he lost the spear. That's fine, no one else can use it. Where's Rosa? We don't have time. It's above. What's above? Alright, the comically... the Saturday morning cartoon situation she got herself in. Cecil! Oof. Pulled her right off of the ropes. Rosa. I knew you would come. Aw, sprites of them embracing. Well, I feel bad. I have this picture up here of a character that's been gone for a long time. I should probably look up one of Rosa then. Your absence taught me. Cecil. Oh boy, getting cozy. Floppy, it's a child. She's like 7. Just like the green hair, stick to Terra. Kane? Gomez's control was broken. I realized I really was under control, but I also wanted to keep you close to me, Rosa. Maybe she's like 9. She could cast some good spells and summon a bird. She never got a chance to re-summon Naked Grandpa. Kane. Let us fight together, Kane. Kane is so bummed out right now. Sorry, forgive me, Rosa, Cecil. Come on, we really must hurry. It is too dangerous here. Let's go, Kane. Cecil, we need your powers as a Dragoon. White Wizard Rosa and Dragoon Kane join. Alright. Finally, someone to give the tiara. And I guess preferably the wizard pants had he not taken them. You're right-handed, so put the bow in your left hand. And everything here's weak to fire. Tiara, yeah. Prisoner pants. There, we have Tella's old pants. Did you learn anything new while you were gone? Yeah, look at you. You're not bad. And Kane, what do you come with? What? Silvers and don't have anything better than that. Right, I do have the Drain Spear I can give you. Oh, you can use the Dancing Dagger. Yeah. Yeah, boy. That power. So, Sid, you go in the back row. You just spam the earth hammer. Oh. We were second late. Rosa would have been crushed. Seems that Master Golbez underestimated your powers. It's Volvalis of the air, one of Golbez's 4 fiends of elements. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Should have gotten rid of you, but now the old man with the METEO is gone. Apparently you can advance the dialogue by pressing R. Think you're the only one who can fight in the air? Oh, right. This is what you meant by the Earth Hammer won't work here. Must stop her spin. Kane, jump. Keep that, babe. Alright, Kane. To the sky. Look at this, a team of full adults. No one's super overpowered. It's nice. What's going on with you there? Asuna costs 20. Okay. Right, I'm not gonna be able to peep. Not gonna be able to peep this babe. Have an extra bow. There we go. Well, I was planning on having him just attack with the Drain Spear. I did not know this gimmick required her to jump. Or required him to jump. The arrow shot her knee. I did not notice. Pow pow. Pow pow. You must stop her spin. Kane, jump. You have slow? Yeah. Petrify and drop to critical. No. Rage walked me through on how to turn on them emotes. And he missed. Okay, that still stopped the spin though. Pew. Not doing much in the way of damage.
Get mad.
Well, must stop her spin. Kane, jump. What an interesting gimmick. Must stop her spin. Kane, jump. What a fun gimmick. At least Kane's on our side now. She's timed perfectly, so Kane just keeps jumping, it'll be fine. Good shot, Sid. She has a lot of MP. Man, Tella, you could learn from Rosa, and... There. Berserk Yang does it on his own, while everyone else just kind of does damage control. On her only 3 moves. Attack, drop to critical, and gradual petrify. You know... the last and mightiest of us 4 is still left. Perish with this tower. I put off doing it for a long time, but it may... This is what your chat looks like. It's collapsing. Watch out! Wow! Hold on to me. Oh, don't have to ask me twice. Wonder if I cast Exit beforehand. You zapped us all the way back to Baron? Where is it? It's your room in Baron. It's safe since the fake king is gone. Hey, Cecil, I have something to tell you. What's that? It's about the crystals. The crystal of Earth when Toroya was taken away. This means Golbat has gathered all the crystals. No, there are other crystals. I thought there were only 4. Then the rumor's true. Right, the dark crystals. Crystals is world of those of light and of open side, so to speak. Then there are the hidden crystals. They are the dark crystals. Right, therefore, Golbez has only gathered half of all the crystals. But the rumors do not say the whereabouts of the dark crystals. Golbez knows. We must hurry then. Where is it, Kane? Literally the hidden side of the earth. The underground. Underground? I'll dig a hole. Anyway, he said when all the crystals of light and darkness are gathered, the way to the moon opens. Way to the moon? I guess so. This is the clue to the secret, so he said. You should have it. Back my key. Use this at a certain place to open the way to the underground. Certain place? Where? I don't know. Oh, I know. We went to that place with the guy looking at the moon. What's to think about? We have the Enterprise to fly around the world in no time. But it was left in the tower is odd. Didn't I tell you? It's the latest. It's back of Baron by remote control. Good. Say we really count on you. You think so? Let's leave tomorrow morning to search for the entrance to the underground. But what? Why didn't Gomez just finish me off then? Wanted that happy ending, but just wasn't being a team player. Cecil? No, it's nothing. Let's take a rest. Let's go. Alright, put you back standard mode. And we are good to go. We have a full team. I mean, we could use black magic. Wouldn't mind trading Sid out for some sort of black mage. Hey guys. I hear voices from the basement. This is not the basement. Before we go poking around the basement. Back when we were Piggy. Monster was our king. Someone said the soul of Odin is in the basement. Maybe on the other one. I never came down here in the first place. Not over here. No. Piggy. Oh no! Oh, that was size. Thanks. METEO existed. Yes, METEO existed. So who's in charge now? That's mean. Like, imagine if General Leo's grave had a prompt on it. So I guess the basement is around and down? Yeah, through there. We already grabbed this. Ghost! Boss! Ed Cecil. That's right, their boss is Sid. Tent. Heal. Here. Oh, I see. Then you go back down. Yeah. Cecil. Your Majesty? Voices from the basement is King. Go to the land to summon monsters and return here. Alright, so I'm going to get another summoner. If that's gonna be Odin, When I go to the land of summoned monsters, someone said they summon them from underground, so down there should be also Summonland. And we've seen Naked Grandpa, but we never got a chance to pull him out of the ground, so... We haven't met any other summoners. Maybe someone wasn't home when we burned down the village? Alright, so let's head to the land of the nerds, the astronomers, the science peoples. Nowhere else in the world to go, so... to the underworld. Which does leave that other area I wasn't able to go to. Oh well. What? We did it. While we talk to everybody. Alright, now what? No one else heard that? Alright. I see. Alright, let's go. I don't have control. What's that? Red Wings! How'd they get down here? Oh no! Tanks versus... that's some Star Fox 64 stuff right here. We are late, but who's fighting? We've got to get out of here. Hold on. Hold out, Enterprise. We're going down. We got right in the middle of this war. Oh, it's battle. Cecil. He's fine. Rosa. Alright. Yeah, but the Enterprise isn't. It's dangerous to fly on. Let's get off. Rosa. Oh, here we are. Castle of Dwarves. Lally ho! This is the castle of the dwarves ruled by a great King Jot. Golbez is the bad guy, but you sing different. Lally ho, meat. Oh no, we scared off Flop. I'm Luca, I can't find my dolls. Lally ho. It's their password. Everyone says it. Lally ho. King Jot is waiting. Sir. Authorized dwarves only. And on the third day, he'll rise again. Floppier than ever. Glad you're fine. May I ask who you are, sir? I'm the king of dwarves, Jot, and the ruler of the underground. Or as we call it, the ground. You are above ground. Have you still got the dark crystals? You came for the crystals? Are you streaming on a Monday? Well, Friday 2 out of 4 have been taken. We're late. But the crystal in this castle is still safe. Our tanks turned them away. We have seen your tanks fight against the airships. Ah, you call those flying things airships? You have strange things in the world above. Would you support us with your airship? I wish I could, but it's been greatly damaged from the last fighting and landing. So you need anything to do repairs? The airship won't last in the heat of lava. I must go back to the upper world and wrap the body with mystic silver. Oh no, Sid, no! Sid, give me your stuff before you go. Don't worry, I'll come back soon. Take care. Thanks, Rosa. Well, at least the Earth Hammer wrecked the sisters. Dang it. Well, now I have room for someone else. Ninja, where is the crystal? It's hidden behind my throne. As long as I am well, so is the crystal. Feel someone eavesdropping on us. What? Just bounce the bounce. I didn't check to see if Osa came back with my arrows. I gave her. She was holding 99 iron arrows when she left. No, she did not bring it back. She was nude aside from the prisoner outfit. So yeah, I bought 99 arrows and put them in her pocket and. No one is here. I felt someone sneaking around. Open the door. Lale! It's locked. Yip ho ho ho. Huh? Oh, the dolls. I like the creepy music. Sets a tone. We're the Calbrana, you fools. You doomed yourself. We're gonna get you. We'll take this good news as presents to Master Golbez. Yip ho ho ho. Cal and Brenna. Doll's probably weak to fire. Yeah, seems alright. Pain, please. Alright, now the blue ones, are they weak to ice? Is that why they are blue? Ain is very much garbage. Turned into Calbrena. Okay, and real boss fight. Any chance we can peep at you, creepy thing? No? Wow, 500 damage. Everything seems to be vulnerable to slow. Kane! Kane, stop being trash! It's the only thing you do! You can't even hit yourself! I don't have fast, no. Let's Berserk Yang. Kane, why are you still attacking at yourself? Yeah, Yang will do this on his own. Berserk is very powerful. Yeah, this won't take too long. Okay, the Drain Spear is really good, though. If only Kane had more accuracy. You'll pay for this. Our Master Golbez already knows this place. What? Well, Cecil. Now we fight Golbez. Golbez, you got me the other day, but now the old mage is gone. I will tell you why I'm gathering the crystals. All the crystals, both light and darkness, are the keys to reactivate the Tower of Babil that leads to the moon. It is said the moon possesses powers beyond human comprehension. And there's only one more crystal to get. You've been very helpful. Receive your last reward. Golbez. Fight me. Come on. Ha! 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 Is that it? Now... Old gas. Wait till you see... the real terror. Mealtime Shadow. Oh, he's a summoner. Demolish. It's time. Call the bell. Dinner bell. And you, Cecil. That's Raidea's mom. That miss blew my shadow dragon away? You can move now. Who is it? I like that it played the animation on the open... Raidea. Hey, Raidea. Oh, I did say I was gonna get a summoner, but... Okay, we got Chocobo, Mom, Raidea, you've gotten a little bit taller. How long were we collecting the crystals up top? We got Naked Grandpa, Shiva, Jin, and... We've really been at this quest for some time, huh? And we know Stop, Piggy, Sleep. Alright, Naked Grandpa! Alright, he's... Still a bit much, huh? Just the two of them, and then he never lets up attacking. Do I just wait out your mana? Is that what we're doing? I mean, we have Rosa. At this point, Rydia is probably just like a preteen. Golbez. They made me a paladin, but they didn't give me the life spell. Or any buffs. But I would give for a reflect ring. I mean, if we're just gonna keep going in circles, just kill me already. Why? Why? Oh. Okay. Well, couple levels, 3 levels. Consolidating. We did it. We defeated Golbez. I poked him twice. Can we trade out Kane for Golbez in our party? All because of your help, Rydia. What happened to you, Rydia? Leviathan swallowed me and took me to the land of the summoned monsters. Took you where? It's the world where all the summoned monsters live. I can't use any more white magic. Because you can. But I increased my powers as a caller and user of black magic. There, the time flows differently. That why you look all grown up? Who is she? She's the girl we found in Mist. A child? Amazing. But why? Your mother. Stop that. Just instantly remind her. Oh yeah, remember when I killed your mom? The queen there told me the greater power of evil is at work. We must confront it together. Rydia. Cecil can't go 5 minutes without reminding someone he murdered this girl's mom. I do not perish. Oh, whoa, here he goes. Oh, he gonna get you. He gonna get you. You just walk over to him, pick up the glove. And just... Come on. Oh my, he took the crystal. Why would you just watch the little hand cousin its way all the... Or thing its way all the way over. I'm sorry, Golbez took the crystal. You must protect the last crystal then. Where is it? In the sealed cave in northwest. But do not worry, the cave cannot be entered without the key. What should we do? Golbez is on his way. So now is a chance for us to regain other crystals in the Tower of Babil. I feel like that's turning into more walking. Trying to go more Monty Python. What? Now Golbez is busy trying to get the last crystal. We'll draw their attention with our tanks and you can sneak in. Now's the only chance. Isn't it their fortress? It's dangerous. Now's the only chance we have. Okay. We'll do it. Good. There's a path through the exit in the bottom of this castle. Go whenever you're ready. Good luck. Could use a rest, and that's not the best picture I've seen of Rydia. Her dolls. Since the queen's gone, he loves his daughter even more. Dwarf items are strange. I haven't seen any dwarf items. Do you take regular cash? You do. We have some amount of money. Let's go. Alright. So, still have our fire paladin. Rydia, where did you come? You came back with a whip. What place above sells a whip? Why would it do that if she comes with it? Anyway, she can use knives, arrows, knife, Yeah, that gives her a attack to do when I don't feel like spending mana. And I have no extra pants for you. Now I have no descriptions for any of these. What is Indra? What is Jin? I guess Jin is in like D-J-I-N-N. The genie. This is Ifrit, Shiva. Indra might be Ramu? You're still right-handed. That'd be weird if that changed. What's down here? I could afford that pass now. The nursing room. I apparently have permission. Where are we going? Oh, I guess this is the way out. I don't want to go here yet. I assume this path was the dwarf-only entrance, but... The bird of sacred, Lally! That's right. Smells like bird. Boom! Oh my god, he's handsome. Look at this guy. Alright, let's give him everything that, like, you take. I guess that's it. That's the only thing I'm carrying for people that aren't in the party. Well, I guess I'll get... Oh. I bought carries for no reason. Wait. Dwarf weapons are heavy. Hold on, let's sort the inventory. Then we purge. So, Ancient Sword, you never did anything. Farewell. Can't sell the Legend Sword. How about that? I should probably put that in the bird then. Silver Staff, you did nothing. Silver Knife, you're unnecessary. Extra Ruby Rings can go. Only have one archer. Not gonna use whips. Slumber Sword did his... You did your thing. And don't need another shield. What do you have for me? You have an axe. Darkness arrows. In case I didn't find the fire sword, I could pick that up. I like Drain over Flame. See if I can see stats on these things. Give me the stats on Dwarf. A little bit higher defense. We'll give it a shot. See how it works. 30,000. Alright, wizard hat. Wizard pants. Wizard pants, wizard hat. And I'll buy one of these for Cecil. Kane will get hand-me-downs eternally. Because he shouldn't be taking hits. hat, wizard pants, and rune. Rune whatever. Oh, tiara is still better. Good boost. Let's give Cecil the wizard hat then. You can't wear a paladin hat, right? Yeah. Cafe howdy. Dwarf dance. Boom, boom, boom. Very slow dwarf dance. Oh, he pushed me. I was in his way. My bad. Lale, lale ho. Right, nice dance. No one's in the cafe though. They made this entire room and did not populate it with anything but this dancing dwarf. Very well. Oh man, I spent a lot of money on that axe. Should exhaust these places before I purchase. All the treasure. $500. The king's treasures. Oh, okay, here we are. Strength ring. Aether. Elixir. Aether dose. The only thing you do is attack, so you could use the strength ring. I like the higher defense on Yang. He hasn't had an upgrade in quite some time. Not many bad guys. There's like just pretty much one centralized location of bad guys. We are allies. You have more than $5. Nope, exactly $5. There's the local naming way. Gyarados. Unnecessary. I love it. Elixir. Aether. Howdy. Black belt. Nice. I mean, Yang is the one who's been destroying these bosses with his ability to just kind of get berserked and rip them in pieces. Alright, and we're looping. Cool. Very stylish hair. The flip. That'll take me to the bottom left of the weapon shop, I'm sure. White magic. And there's nothing nearby. Oh, it's like a remix of the main overworld theme. I like it. Now the way forward. That was by Fat Bird. Thanks. Huge cannon called a super cannon. Over here. Bunch of free cabins. Awesome. Are they strong? Brave is as brave does, buddy. Gelbez is out of Babil, but the strongest of the four beasts called the Rubicon of Fire. I retreat when I have to. Yeah, don't worry. Sir. We're gonna do a heist. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Can I take this with me? Why I spend my money sleep at the end then? I guess we're going west. Armadillo. I imagine things down here would be weak to ice. Everything selling fire would be a distraction. The axe is a boomerang. The axe is a boomerang. What was I wanting to change? I wanted to change out your claws. Dark Imp. Alright, let's check out Indra. I have tents, I have cabins. This is the place to test. Alright, Black Wizard. Weak against ice. That's quite the attack. Alright, it is Ramu. I'm not sure how you got Indra from Ramu, but... Viridia there, she could use... Ooh, Medusa arrows. Could do with Psych. Dead end, north. Got it. Make my informed decisions. Yeah, that's not a bad default move. No weak points. Alright, ready for this? The heist? Go, go, go. Imps are nothing. Okay. Nice. Dancing Dagger is pretty great. They're doing a heist. Alright. So, next time, Tower of Babel and the end of the game? Now, they keep mentioning the moon. There's no way this is the end. He's not the wisest fella. Cool. A lot going on here. Still a lot in the way of dice rolls in this. Leads to a lot of variance. Next time. Thanks for watching.